audience says he was born to play God.
Oh, no.
Very funny. So,
he has the deep voice for it.
very, yeah.
The deep British accent. Or Scottish. Does he do a Scottish accent?
It's a Renaissance Festival accent because they actually talk like they did
Old
up in
English.
Carolina and Tennessee, if you want to know the truth.
Is that Shakespearean English?
No.
Oh.
The upper elevated accent did not occur until much later in time. It was the late 17, early 1800s.
Oh, that era.
Yes, and so people don't even know that's the way it is.
Is that the pre-Victorian era?
Elizabeth, and now, Drake, you go over there and you tell them Spanish. Right? But
I want to know about this lost. I want to know about this lost 50 years of history when the Moors came in and converted to Islam, and they were the merchants of the Iberian Peninsula, and then the Christian Crusades came in and drove them out. That's why there's so many Moorish Christians now. They force them to convert to Christianity.
Well, that's kind of like what they did in Islam. They said, people of the book live. People who are not of the book, you die.
Well, that's for captives of war. That's true. For captives of war, if they don't want to be Muslim and you have them as a prisoner of war, you're supposed to kill them because you don't want to sit there and keep a traitor in your territory.
They can kill you no matter what, and whether you're of the book or not, doesn't matter. They can kill you. That's the way.
Well, that was abuse of power if they did that. So they might be guilty. I said that's abuse of their power, and they probably weren't upholding the law in a very just way, and they're going to be guilty and judged for that. But that's not Islam's fault that there was like bad leaders.
They're going to think it's okay to do it when the world falls apart, and they're thinking it's okay to do it now.
Well, when the world falls apart, that's when there aren't any more honest leaders anyway, and that's where we are right now.
Well, I guess it's all going to change to something better eventually.
So at least this has been prophesized. Even in Islam, it says there will be a time that there will be no just leaders and no one will be honest. And
well, this is what's happening now, and it's going to get worse. But they're going to think that everything got fixed. They're going to try to bring in the ETs. They're going to try to make everybody think that our Savior is here, and it's Sananda's picture.
Well, that's the beginning of the trial of the Antichrist.
In the Bible, it's a beast. It does.
Well, the trial of the Antichrist that's kind of what that is. It's when the false messiahs start showing up, and then the great false messiah of all false messiahs, the Dajjal.
Yeah, they want to confirm the contract with Israel.
Well, the Dajjal shows up, and then Jesus has to come again to defeat him, but not before most of the world is annihilated. So you got to believe that Jesus is coming back, and he's going to defeat the Dajjal, or else.
That's not for a long time, though. That's not until after everything's over and his saints come with him in the air.
Well, I've seen some papers that there's a lot of stuff that has to happen, but I think a lot of it's going to happen really fast when it does happen. Because I saw one paper. It had to do with the shift of power. It went from the Ottoman Empire to Britain in World War I. It took I don't know how long it took, 10 years. Then it took Britain to the USA 1 year in World War II, and now the Dajjal theorem that Imran Hussein has postulated is